Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Clamp Tight, the clamp making tool. Tribotex, make your engine last longer. AP Laser, leading the way. And by Dragonfire Tools, industrial workbenches with integrated tool storage.
Workbenches from Dragonfire Tools are all about efficiency and how you can maximize the space that you have. Believe it or not, all of the tools you see here actually fit in one Dragonfire Tools workbench.
Whoa, Dave.
Sir?
One workbench, but only 6 drawers.
Are you kidding me?
No. All this will fit in 6 drawers in this workbench and still have 14 drawers left.
That is incredible. And what about the weight of all this stuff?
Our single rail drawers are rated for 200 pounds and our double rail drawers are rated for 400 pounds. And those double rail drawers are all gusseted on the bottom for strength and rigidity, and even the single railed wide drawers are gusseted.
What are some of the other measures you take to make sure these drawers are going to stand that kind of abuse?
The drawer bodies are made out of 16 gauge galvanized steel, which is plenty thick.
And then the tops as well, they can also take a beating too.
Yeah, so we have the 14 gauge 304 stainless steel tops on these, and they'll stand up to just about anything.
You've told the story about how you used to work from your toolbox and your workbench. Why was that so inefficient?
When you have a workbench and you have a stand-up toolbox, you're constantly walking back and forth to get the tools that you need for whatever job that you're doing on your workbench. And now your workbench is your toolbox. So from an efficiency standpoint, if I'm standing here working on something, all I have to do is reach down, open a drawer, grab the tool that I need, and get back to work.
If you're working at home, that's just a convenience thing. But if you're a professional in a shop, that means you're going to work more efficiently, and that translates to the bottom line.
Yeah, time is money in any automotive shop, you know that.
Whether you're working at home or you're a professional mechanic, get rid of all those toolboxes and go to one workbench by DragonfireTools.com. And by the way, when you go to the website, you're going to get a discount and free shipping if you enter the code Motorhead. Now here at the headquarters for NHOU Protective Coatings, it's a magnificent facility. We've got training area, we've got a laboratory, and Joe, thousands of vehicles go through here every year to get the undercoating they need, but really this started kind of selfishly for you with only one vehicle in mind.
Desperation. Yeah, I lost too many vehicles to rust, and I buy pickup trucks, they're $50,000, $60,000. I couldn't afford to keep doing it, and I would not take no for an answer, that there was nothing I could do. And I know that in my neighborhood, people were saving their vehicles through doing this thing, you know, undercoating oil at night, and I knew it was effective.
How did you begin the research?
So what I did was I realized, you know, how oil-based rust proofing works, and I found some products that were not engineered necessarily for that application, but they were close. And I didn't want to use the old school used motor oil because it was illegal and frankly wasn't good for the environment. So we found a chemist ultimately to make our own formula, because all the products that I used off the shelf were generic and they just didn't live up to my expectations. So ultimately we found this chemist who made our own products, engineered for the application.
What was the response from folks once you started doing it for other people?
It was incredible. We started out offering it to just friends and family, and before you know it, in a busy week, I would have people coming out to my garage in the middle of nowhere on a dirt road, traveling 2.5, 3 hours to get to us, and I realized just how pervasive rust was and the enormity of that problem, and realized that we were onto something. I had people business propositioning me all the time, you know, hey, let's do this here, let's do this there. And it's kind of evolved into what it is today.
People love it because it's a great product and it works. And where can they find you?
NHOiLundercoating.com.
Well, I hate to say it, but we are out of time for this week's edition of the show. Don't you worry, because we're going to do it once again next week. In the meantime, email Jeff@masterstv.com if you have a product you want to see on our show. We'll show it off here in the studio. Until then, we'll see you next time on Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Drive safely.